What is the story, everybody? This is Jonathan from Team ChainBlock coming at you with yet another deck profile. But as always, before we get into it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button as we are desperately trying to get to 1,400 subscribers so we can beat out some local competition and beat the biggest Yu-Gi tubers in our area. Quick shout out again to Billy, who is a new member of Team ChainBlock. He has also started a YouTube and he's doing a really cool series with the new Blue Eye structure deck. I'll throw the link to his channel in the description. Go subscribe. I think he's at 100 subs already, so yeah, it's really interesting content. We're in the videos, well, our hands are and stuff, and you can see us. So yeah, go check out Billy, drew these cards on YouTube. Also, as always, check out the links to Kong's cards where you can take advantage of our discount code ChainBlock5 for 5% off all your current and future purchases. Maze of the Masters is still in stock, so get yourself some stuff there. I don't know if there's any tachyons, but there's loads of cores left and stuff. Yeah, heading over to Kong's cards. So, if it wasn't obvious enough by what you see in front of you here today, we are profiling for you Mekk-Knights. A deck which is kind of tossed to the shadows and not really considered meta, but believe you me, back in the day when this deck was at its full power, it was a tier 1 destroyer.
That is the first correct thing you have said.
Incredible deck. I think we all know what it does from various Sealed and Saga YouTube series. Mostly people just think of Mekk-Knight as a great staple to build and grab to add into any deck, but it is a really good deck. Let me show you the twist I've done to try and bring it back to full power. We will start off with 3 Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. Incredible card. This card banishes a Mekk-Knight on your field, and then it will come back into standby phase wherever you banish, and then you can add a Mekk-Knight card to your hand. Not itself though. Next off, we are playing 3 Blue Sky. This is a really good card, and when you special summon this, you can add a Mekk-Knight card up to the number of opponent's cards in this card's column. Yeah, really good, super good card. We are playing the Move Man in Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse. This is really funny. You've probably seen this in numerous series where people jokingly say when someone activates an effect targeting that it can quick effect, move position, get out of the way and dodge the effect. Obviously that never happens. But yeah, it's a really good card. Essentially what that effect is meant to be used for. Obviously all Mekk-Knights need 2 cards in the column to special summon, but with Indigo Eclipse you can special summon it and then move it to a different link zone or a different column even, and then special summon another Mekk-Knight to a column that is fulfilling the conditions to special summon them. Next we have a Spell and Monster Prop, Spell and Trap and Monster Prop in Yellow Star and Red Moon. We are playing another normal summon, one of 4 normal summons in, well, we can normal summon some hand traps, but one of 4 normal summons in Girsu, your Accursed Mekk-Knight. Yes, he is not just an Accursed card, he is a Mekk-Knight. I'm interested to see where this deck goes when we get the new Accursed Mekk-Knight Link Monster. I'll throw it up on screen. That looks really interesting. It will count as a Mekk-Knight, which will facilitate some conditions being filled in this deck. But Girsu is really good. It summons a token to your opponent's side of the field. Sometimes it becomes a tuner, it's not really relevant. And then with the token on your opponent's side of the field, you can then special summon some Mekk-Knights. We are playing the World Crown. So basically you can special summon this card in defense position to a link monster that it links on at this point to, and then when a monster effect is activated, that special summons from the extra deck, you can quick effect, tribute this card and negate the activation. It's a pretty good card. And then next, you might be asking, we are playing 1 Mekk-Knight Abram. Shout out to Daniel from our locals, absolute legend. I have 4 of these. I do not know where they are. I spent hours looking for them. This might give you a hint on the twist that we are playing in this deck for our additional 3 normal summons. But yeah, 1 vanilla Mekk-Knight Avram. I will get to that later. And then we are, of course, playing 3 World Legacy Memories. This is a really good card. You can special summon a Mekk-Knight from your hand or deck. You do get locked into Mekk-Knights for the rest of the turn, so you just do this last. It's a really good card. We're playing World Legacy Succession, which is very searchable. It's essentially a monster reborn to a link zone. And then the last card we are playing, which is the most busted card in this whole archetype, is 1 World Legacy's Secret. Super searchable. This is what you want to be ending on if you're going first. So what this card does is, when it is activated, you can target any level 5 or higher monster, special summon it, and then when this card leaves the field, you destroy that. That's not going to happen. But the big thing is, you negate any of your opponent's monster effects that activate in Mekk-Knight columns. So if you flood your board with Mekk-Knights, your opponent cannot activate any monster effects essentially. Really good card. So that is it for the Mekk-Knights. I will leave this out to the side for what we are about to show you next. So Mekk-Knights are really good. Obviously they special summon a lot. The thing that used to be a deck back in the day was Invoke Mekk-Knight. That's still pretty good, just because Invoked used to have an absence of really good lights. I did not mention a while ago that in my Blue Eyes list of Invoked that there used to be a Blue Eyes list way back when it wasn't really that good, just because the deck was so desperate for lights. But I wanted to step away from that and I wanted to show a different normal summon. And what is the best normal summon in Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment? It may well be Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. So yes, we are playing Primite Mekk-Knight, and this just makes complete sense. With another card I will show you, you just get to, in your standby phase, recover 2 monsters for resources to do whatever you want with, and just really, really good. This is your main normal summon if you get it off, and then obviously you go into Mekk-Knight Avram with your 3 Lordly Load, your Primite Roar, and your Drill Beam. You can easily summon this back off Mekk-Knight stuff by searching the World Legacy Succession. Lordly Load just provides stuff to go in the columns so you can fulfill the requirements to summon Mekk-Knights. Roar just summons Avram, and then Drill Beam is insane. You get to add this after you set the barrel in your GY, and you'll have Avram in your GY. It's really, really good. It's really it has taken me by surprise how good this deck actually is. Shout out Sean Kinsler, we've been talking about this for a while. But yeah, Primite Mekk-Knight. And then another card which goes really, really well in this deck is 1 Psychic Processor. This card is busted. What this card does is, on normal summon, you can special summon up to 2. I always love when cards say up to 2 Machine, Psychic, and or Cyberus monsters. So any combination of those cards. All of our Mekk-Knights are Cyberus monsters. Psychic monsters. So you just get to special summon essentially 2 Mekk-Knights from your hand when this card is normal summoned. When you do that, or when it's summoned, to activate this you have to banish it, and in your standby phase this card comes back to your hand. Incredible. So yeah, that's just really good in case you're going first, and obviously your opponent won't have stuff in his columns when you're going first because they would not have played the card yet. So yeah, really, really good card. To get that out, we are playing 3 Emergency Teleport. And another really good target for that in the hand trap section, which I'll just get it out now, is 2 Ghost Ogre. Sean Kinsler mentioned it in our 1k special Phantom Knight 3-part deck profile. That Ghost Ogre is like the only one of the Ghost Sisters that can activate on field. Incredible, so also a really good target. So yeah, that is it for our little bonus tech option. Let's go into the hand traps, obviously including Ghost Ogre. We're playing 3 Vader, 3 Nibiru, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and you may have noticed all the Mekk-Knights are light monsters, so we get to play Dominus Purge, which is obviously an incredible card at the moment. The only card that this turns off at the moment is, I think there is 2 Dark Monsters in the extra deck, and then the Psychic Processor is a Dark Monster, but you can still special summon it and just have it be Link Fodder, and it is a level 3 Dark, which goes with some of our level 7 light Mekk-Knights, so you can go into a certain extra deck monster. Speaking of, I will go into the extra deck now after an honourable mention in the side department. So, I think, without question, in the side, you should be playing 1 World Armour, 1 World Legacy Key, and 1 World Legacy Scars. Yes, this is the FTK quote unquote for Mekk-Knights. You can essentially just banish, I think it's you banish your opponent's whole extra deck and just stopping them from playing, essentially. Obviously you don't kill them, but nobody's doing anything without an extra deck in 2025, let's be real. So I think these cards for game 3 or even game 2, depending on how it goes, just ripping your opponent's extra deck away is just hilarious. And yeah, it is essentially an FTK. And then lastly, before we go into the extra deck, just a quick mention, because we're playing Dominus Purge, you can absolutely play Silhouette Rabbit and the Angel statue. I might do a bit more testing in this. I only kind of like put that together not too long ago. But yeah, obviously these are really good cards. This is really good in Odeon. You know, shout out Kinsler, he's be having an Odeon deck profile soon, hopefully. But yeah, busted cards. Now, let's go quickly into the extra deck. We are playing 1 Link Spider. This card is so good. It's for linking away the Nib token and your Avram. I activated the effect of Link Spider after getting nibbed and drawing into the Avram, and my opponent just threw in a quick message in the chat going, "Why are you activating that?" And then the Avram came out and then essentially let me go for game. Really, really funny. But yeah, 1 Link Spider. one gravity controller. One of the cards I mentioned you can't really activate if you activate Dominance Purge from hand and SP Little Knight, but you know, it's really good. It's SP Little Knight. One Lin, the Light Charmer, incredible card. It is a light, there's a lot of light flowing around. You can take a Blue Eyes, you can take a Fiend Smith, you know yourself. I do apologise for these not being in the same sleeve. And then 3 Lib, the World Key Blade Master. This card is incredible. 3, in my opinion, is essential. So what this card does is, when it's link summoned, while you have a World Legacy card in GY, you can activate the following effects once per turn. During your main phase, you can set a World Legacy spell or trap card, but you need to have a World Legacy monster in GY to activate it that turn only. So you can set the Mekk-Knight trap and then activate it the following turn. Also, if this link summoned card is sent to GY as link material, which it will be in combo, you can then shuffle any card on the field to the deck. So you can recycle the Primite stuff, or importantly, go in second, you can shuffle away one of your opponent's monsters. Then we are playing 2 Mekk-Knight of the Morning Star. This card is really good. Another great application for Avram is this actually does require a Mekk-Knight, so you can go into this with just your Ether Barrel, so really good. And what this card does is essentially you can, if it's linked someone, you can discard a Mekk-Knight or a World Legacy card and then add one Mekk-Knight card, any card, or World Legacy from your deck to your hand. And then it has some really good battle protection. If a Mekk-Knight battles a card that's not in its column, it cannot be destroyed by battle, which is really good. We are playing Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. It's really awkward to make. We play lots of monsters that are over level 5, or level 7 even, sorry. So you can make it with its full conditions. And yeah, it's Earth, so it's activatable under a Dominance Purge. We are playing the last Mekk-Knight in the deck, second last Mekk-Knight in the deck is Spectrum Supreme. This is like a boss monster. It's really hard to deal with. It cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. And then you can send one card you control in this card's column and special summon a Mekk-Knight from your deck in defense position. This card can also attack directly, and where is it? I'll find it now. Anything that is summoned off your Psychic Processor gets to attack directly, which is just hilarious. So you can just OTK with these 2 cards and whatever you summon off this card potentially, which is busted. The last Mekk-Knight, the real Mekk-Knight in the deck, is Crusadia Avamax. This card is great. Shoutout Kinsler, this is one of his favourite cards. I think we all know what it does. It takes 2 special summon monsters from the extra deck to make plus, and it's just really hard to deal with. Gains attack, sends when it leaves the field. Really good. We are playing the last Ink monster in Underworld Goddess. You know, it's a light. We can make Chaos Angel. Obviously, if we activate Dominance Purge, you cannot banish, but it's in the 2 effects that it gets off bonus if it's made with a light and a dark don't activate. And then the last card in the extra deck is 1 Sky Crisis. So that is, I believe, 4 cards, including the processor, that suffer from Dominance Purge, but it's really not that bad, trust me. Yeah guys, that is our deck profile. That is Mekk-Knights. I promise you this deck can still swing in 2025. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out Billy's channel. Help us get to 1,400 subscribers. Check out Kong's cards. Get yourself some Maze of the Masters. And see ya.